How's it going, guys? And this time we're back for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. After the events of Spider-Man No Way Home, and then at the end of that, obviously seeing the trailer for this, it looked like it was a very promising film. It take the direction of these Marvel films into a different angle, maybe. Straight off the bat, I have to say, the film looks amazing. The special effects, the cinematography, absolutely brilliant. There's a lot of CGI, and trust me, that CGI is stellar. There's some points where you can see, it's a little bit cartoony here and there, a little bit slightly disjointed in some bits, but other than that, absolutely brilliant CGI. The sound in the Dolby Cinema was absolutely spot on. You could hear the overheads kicking in, the surrounds. There's a scene where Stephen Strange is in a wedding reception, and you can hear people chit-chatting all around you. Other scenes where spells are flying all around, everything's flying above your head, flying behind you, flying around left and right. Soundstage for me was absolutely spot on, just as good as the graphics, just as good as the CGI. The acting performances, those were good, very good. Benedict Cumberbatch, excellent actor, great as usual with his portrayal of Stephen Strange. Usually a serious actor, and he does humour with a straight face, which I think adds even more humour to it. We have the other Benedict Wong, playing Wong, and same as before, no complaints there. Got Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda, or the Scarlet Witch. Excellent performance by her as well, showing emotion when she needs to, anger when she needs to. Top-notch performances. And then we're presented with a new character, America Chavez, and the actress that plays her, I won't try to pronounce her first name, Gomez. She does an alright job. I wouldn't say it was brilliant, but it was alright. It got the job done. I didn't see the necessity of adding a new character, but there we go. And then moving along to the film itself. Getting a bit warm. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Nice day outside, getting a bit warm. So, moving along to the film itself. The film is at 110 miles an hour from start to finish. So much going on. So much action, so much CGI, so much to take in. That fast, blistering speed of the film brings on a sense of urgency. There's no time to even stop for a second due to the events that are occurring. Everything's got to be fixed or solved before it's too late. The film brings you to the edge of your seat because of that demand for urgency. And it does that really well. And that's all down to Sam Raimi. Excellent director. We know him from the films like the Evil Dead series, the original Spider-Man trilogy, the ones that everybody loves, the ones that are regarded as probably the best Spider-Man films. Spider-Man 2 up there with the best comic book films of all time. But what Raimi adds to this film, with his title Multiverse of Madness, he adds his own sense of madness to this film. His direction, it borrows a lot from the Evil Dead series, the way the film is shot, the angles, the way some of the monsters look, some of the characters look. It's all very Evil Dead inspired, and surprisingly it's a little bit gory as well. Not a lot, at the end of the day it's a Marvel film and it has to stay within its boundaries, but I I think Raimi pushed it as far as he could, and that worked well for the film. It worked really well. You know, his sense of direction is absolutely brilliant. You know, we love these Evil Dead films, the Evil Dead 1, these fast camera angles, these sideward camera angles, upside down camera angles. You know, he did it all, didn't he? And he's put that into a film that's about madness, the multiverse of madness. And I think he did that really well. So all plus points so far for this film. But obviously we have to point out the negatives. And there are negatives, yeah. There are. You know, the film, with all its madness, with all its mayhem, it does get a bit over convoluted at times. So much going on, so much to take in. You know, you don't really get a minute to breathe, but you know, some people enjoy that kind of thing. But you know, a little bit of breathing space here and there would have maybe done the film a bit of favours. And then we get the cameos. Obviously with a film that's about multiverse, jumping from one universe to the next, we were going to get cameo appearances. But for me it seemed a bit like they were shoehorned in. A bit how we get the cameos at the end of Batman vs Superman, you know, the little videos. Now it wasn't done exactly like that, but the cameos that were in here, very short appearances, probably not even necessary. And don't know, just didn't really go down that well with me, I suppose. I'm not going to say who they were, obviously don't want to spoil anything for you, but if you're going to have cameos, don't just put them in for the sake of cameo appearances. Put them in as useful characters that are going to push the plot along, and in my opinion they didn't do that. So all in all, it was a good night out. It wasn't an amazing night out or a great night out. We'll have to watch it again a few times to soak it in and take it in, because there's so much going on. So we're at that time where we've got to give this film a rating. What should it be? Let's have a little think. I'd say it was a 7 out of 10. On first viewing, 7 out of 10. Could have been way better with the plot devices of the multiverse. You know, it added in things that weren't necessary. And for me, that slightly brought it down a bit. But overall, a good watch. Not a brilliant watch. A 7 out of 10 watch. Anyway, guys, catch you later on the next one.